So, hello everyone, of course, time for Nana. How can she survive? My Mimic guy. It's very similar to the Mimic in X-Men. You can copy there. So Mimic usually have the original 5 X-Men powers, so on like that. Copy those powers, so on. Why would he show that to Nana immediately? I don't know, he's an idiot, I guess. That's the problem with Adam, right? He's like, look at me, I am smart and clever, but let me reveal my weakness to you. And it's like, why would he do that? So it doesn't make any sense for him to show his strength to her, right? Like, why? If you have a card of hands, right? It's like, look at my cards. It's like, why would you do that? Yeah, just to make it. It's just strategically absurd and stupid. That's always insane. Last week, of course, the zombie thing was insane. People defending it, you know, like the life depends on it for whatever reason. But it doesn't make any sense because look at all the factors. Look at all the factors of like melting shape, weather differences, just random bad luck. The animal will get there, and then the human will get there, and also human before and after the camera with the whole phone thing. But also like why she's being interrogated. Not a human could find the phone, see the zombie, and be like, "What's happening here?" Someone clearly plans out. It wouldn't prove this. It wouldn't prove that she is guilty, but it would definitely prove that someone else, you know, killed the guy and so on. So that would still, you know, put shade over her and generally over people, right? So. There's just so many things that could go wrong. All these insane factors, and just the time frame was unclear. And she went for that strategy anyway. As I said last week, it is stupid because it's the most contrived plan she could do. She could basically build something instead, right? It would be much more secure instead of using the zombie. Using the zombie wasn't even a good idea. You could build something with like a wood thing or a weight that would fall down after a time or something. It would be better. So it's not even the best construction you can make anyway. Like MacGyver, you know, old good MacGyver, he could have done it better again. Yeah, MacGyver could have done it way better, right? We use actual items, which are much more secure than unknown zombie melting shape, factor, time, and so on. It's like, it doesn't make any sense doing it that way either. So it's a really weird way to. I say it every time, but I feel it's a weird way for the author to make Nana look, to pretend that Nana is smart. Look at Nana, her plan is insane. Look how intelligent she is. But it's more like, no, that's like. If you ever read any game theory, like, you know, von Neumann or someone, any classic game theory, that thing would be like the dumbest thing ever. That would be like, why would you do the most complicated plan you can do? Using the most complicated plan is the dumbest thing you can do. Anyone, you know, not a game theory works is that you use the most compact plan. The plan that has the least number of unknown factors that has the highest probability to succeed. Because you could achieve the exact same result in a less overly contrived plan. And then you go for the exact same results with a higher probability of success. That is smart. That's the whole point of game theory. So she completely failed game theory. But anyway, this new game was fun though. I liked it was cat. That was great. I was a cat. I was the bird. Every animal is me. It's like, wait, what? That was nice though. He was fun. So let's see how Nana can overcome his senpai here and his amazing ability to mimic stuff. So anyway, 3, 2, 1. And go. And of course, Attack on Titan's up in like 2 hours from now. I'm excited to see the new best character, right? See her up in the corner there. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And people are gonna defend this character no matter what this character does, even though it's the worst fighting ever. You think that Nana is bad? Oh wait, you see Attack on Titan today? I think Nana is bad. Oh yeah. Wait for Shinichi no Kodi's new character. Oh, you think Nana has the power of plot armor? Oh, I can't wait for today. But here we go. He's gonna own her. I guess his plan is to fight the evil government or something. Either he can just kill her, right? Immediately. Yeah. So what does he need Nana for, except fighting the government? Maybe he can't turn into normal humans, but he can only turn into power people for some reason. It'd be kind of weird power there. Well, you have no power now, man. He probably knows that. He knows you have no power. It's like, if you were a minded, you would know. It's like, wouldn't he clearly be aware she has no power? Wouldn't he be so aware of that? Like, why wouldn't... Oh my gosh, he's so stupid. Why is he trying to run away from him? What's even the plan here? My god, this is why she's so stupid. What's even the plan? Running away from him? He can clearly use freezer again, or... like, would it better to... I don't know what's the plan. He's not running. Like, I'm just wondering what's the strategy is. He started running away from him, he can clearly use freezer again. It could be like, just freeze, yeah. Like, what's the plan then, Nana? Just running in panic? Her strategy is always lacking. No, I think the bad strategy we try to, you know, convince him, charm him somehow. Say you work together with him or something. But it's trying to run away from him seems quite hard. And also, of course, why is he letting her run away? I mean, he's anime, right? Like, he's just staring at her running away. He could just like immediately freeze her. Like, why is he like, she's leaving? Like, why would he just be like, freeze or burn her or whatever, right? Just do something. He's like, she's running away with her. Interesting. Like, he could do something. Oh, look at that cute dog girl. And it was good that she wasn't she wasn't there. There is the cat in the opening. It was always there for us. The damn cat. The true enemy of mankind, the cat. Oh god, the Gyres. Oh my god, they're really dead. That's lame. Yeah, she killed the hottest girl too. I mean, he has that evil glasses thing going on for him, so he clearly has that evil look for him, right? Look at him, evil glass guy, yeah. Megane guy, Megane Aku. That's like, my god, this guy has the power of evil Meganes. So, why is he letting her run away for? I have no idea. No, you couldn't run away because he can freeze you and he's faster than you. He has everything, he can turn into animals. He can do anything to stop basically. I don't know why she thinks that she can run away from him at all. Like, what? Just burn her, please. Just burn her. Just burn her. Exactly. Just freaking nice. See? I don't know what the plan is. He's like, oh, I can probably run back to the dorm. It's like fireball. Yeah, it's like, I don't know why she thinks she can outrun him or something. It doesn't make any sense now. She gets what she deserves. Yeah, it's like, what happens? She gets exactly what she deserves. Because like, why would she think she can run away from him? Good. I love that he burned her down there because, like, yeah, why would he let her run away? Like, it doesn't make any sense for her to try to run it. Yeah. Her only strategy is to be to try to convince him that she's on the side of something. Trying to, you know, overpower him and this whole thing. And it's just weird too because she used to be, you know, in the BD anime, she was more of a strategist, right? Oh, this is my plan to beat this guy. Here she's trying to like physically overcome him, which seems like, why? Why did she drop her strategy for? Well, she's dead though, so... Yeah. He probably can't turn into dead people. Yeah, which seems to be pretty clear. He probably can't turn into dead people. So she kills, you know, the immortal people. She kills people. See, he wants to build some trust with her. For some reason, he wants to build trust with her. It's like, why, man? Oh, he likes her. I see. Maybe it's romance. Not really, not at all, but okay. He's clearly wrong on that, but... You can kill people for many reasons, definitely. Well, I think her family probably got killed by some talent people. This seems to be pretty clear that her backstory is like her family probably got murdered by evil talent people. Something like that, right? Even though she doesn't remember her brother, but... Ooh, talented related department of ministry, yeah, cool name there. Oh, and she probably did everyone. Yeah, they were murdered. What a surprise. By a talent, of course. So this is the most obvious backstory ever. Yeah, we all know how Nana is. Of course her parents got killed by a person with powers. Like, what else would the backstory be? Actually, honestly, I think it would be a more interesting backstory if she was like, no, my parents are alive and they're having happy life and everything, and no one ever hurt them. She just hate them for no reason. I think that would be more interesting if she has more dedication to her hatred than her hatred being that, oh, you know, a talent guy burned my mother down. Like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, of course. Like, what? It's maybe she's lying though. Hopefully she's lying because it's like the most less innovative backstory ever for this kind of character. He's a nice guy, man. Yeah, you don't say. That's the only logical reason you can win is like, yeah, they're all really arrogant. They're all really, really stupid. Yeah, they're all incredibly stupid. That's the only reason you can beat them. Yeah, maybe someone will finally change their behavior. After you kill half of them, they might get something getting angry. After you kill like half of them, even that, I mean, they already should be very paranoid and afraid of the children, because like what, half my class is dead already? Like what happened to my classmates, right? Oh yeah, gave her to healing girl probably. She probably licked her a lot. She was like, Nana-chan! She probably spent a lot of licking her. I'm sure she spent a lot of licking on her. She licked and licked and licked, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She ured her up. She licked and licked and licked. She probably licked. Come on, I wanna see the Yoshini of this anime. And then her power's like, my power is stronger if we lick each other, right? So come on. And of course she doesn't understand. Yeah, okay. She knows that, but it's like, what's up? And of course she's like, an imposter after you. Oh, I see. How bad? It's like, oh my god, his character is dumber than rocks, man. Her character is like IQ 1 or something, right? Oh, it was an imposter. Oh yes, of course, Nana-chan. You tried to save me. This is why I keep her alive, because she heals me. You're a strong person, Nana-chan. I love you. Yes, you lost. That one is so stupid. You lost all these friends that accidentally all got murdered around you. Oh, Nana-chan, what a strong girl you are. It's like, you saw the image, woman. You saw the image. More of Nana's sad backstory, her parents getting killed or something. Actually, looks like she just kind of looked more like her parent did it themselves though in the bathroom. Didn't even look like she, got killed by anyone, but okay. Now I hope she lied to him, because her backstory, it would be so boring if it's just like, oh, my parents got killed by a guy with 5 powers or something, right? It's like, whatever, yeah. It's like, yeah, like that would be so boring. I hope it's more like, I always hated them, but for some X reason. Yeah, come on, I want to have a more innovative twist backstory. She's like, I never, actually, my parents are all healthy, my brother's an awesome guy and everything's great in my life. I just hate you mutants, I really want that backstory, honestly. And she's like, I just hate mutants forever too. Like if you ever read X-Men, right? There's so many mutant haters in X-Men, right? The church and so on. In X-Men, I love this backstory, and Sabretooth's father and Bolivar and all those characters, right? And both the Creed and Bolivar and of course Bastion, all these characters. In X-Men, they have so many different mutant haters. So all of them exist, right? Some of them are mutant haters themselves. Some have no backstory for that. Some just hates them since they were born. There's so many different options, right? And I think I'd rather see Nana having a little more unique backstory than having just like, oh, they just killed my parents. But it might be a lie. I don't know, because I hope it's a lie, because we saw the mom there in the bathroom. That is probably the mom in the bathroom. Well, let's see here then. Maybe these got killed by talent power. Well, she's carrying her father's head there. Maybe Nana did it. That would be a good twist. Maybe she killed her own parents because she's pure evil and she was like just pretended to care about it. I think that probably won't be it, but maybe Nana actually has powers. I think it would be a good twist if Nana actually has powers, right? If she doesn't use them because she has a kind of mental trauma that would be a nice twist. If Nana actually was the one that killed her parents with her own powers, but then she refuses to admit it, so she actually has powers, but she doesn't use powers. That could be an interesting twist to it. Is that the bedroom then? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, yes, that's why you're so reckless, not because you're. Yes, that's why you're so reckless for evil. See, she kind of keeps liking Dog Girl. Well, yeah, Yuki had a dark side though, but also that was horrible writing because her dark side made her just lose for some reason. I say it again, right? But given that Yuki had her, yandere backstory, she should have fought Nana much better. They just surrendered because It didn't make any sense that she would just cry and surrender to her. Like, again, picture you doing a sigh in her suit, she would just stab Nana immediately. She would be like, screw you, Nana, I'm just gonna win here. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense that, you know, a younger character would just defend himself. They wouldn't just be like, ugh, she's mean to me, I'm gonna surrender, right? Same as Sarah too, she would just like, fault Nana. She would just be like, okay, you're right. So now we have several dead people. Are people finally gonna care about this? So now they have like a ceremony here, they're like several dead classmates. Is anyone gonna care now? They're like, yeah, we are losing a lot of classmates every day. Wait, it's gonna tell the... Sounds strange. He might be lying though, because I mean he knows they're evil, but he knows that the government is against them, so I don't know why he would. Or they're blaming poor Nana. Well, I mean, if pushing powers, they could just open the door. They could use powers, right? Well, they're blaming poor little Nana. Yeah, that seems really stupid. But of course, every character is stupid in this anime, so of course the detectives are stupid. Like, like I shouldn't laugh at that, but that felt like it's so in context for this anime that the detective, female detective, she's like, oh, it's a girl's fault. I see. He's like, what are you saying? That she's not here. Like, yeah, like she's of course tired because licking so much Nana. She's been licking Nana too much. She's been losing her lab power. But is anyone ever gonna care that they lose so much students that everyone dies? No, but I have to say, right, I like it that the cop there was blaming Nana. The girl Nana got blamed by the policewoman because, of course, that policewoman is also an idiot. Because that makes sense. Everyone is idiot. Everyone is so stupid. It's like, of course she would blame the little girl for killing her parents. Like, yeah, of course she would. Like, good job, anime. Good job. At least it's consistent how really stupid everyone is around Nana. Like, they're... except, wait, what do you mean? Except Senpai and Koya. Except like that guy inside my room, yeah. No, there's no talent on my tail! Except this guy here that is in my room that's clearly on my tail. But what was she meant with that? She's like, no one is on my tail. It's like... But he's standing right there. I don't know why. I mean, sure. No one in her... I don't know. No one that wants to kill her, I guess, immediately. Well, pretty clear he keeps the powers. I like how she's like, so you also have their weakness. I don't know why he's also... I don't know why he's trying to befriend her, but I guess it's some kind of... I don't know. Trying to fight the government. He has some kind of strategy, I guess, for revenge or something. Nana-chan! Ooh. He's like, time to be a cat. I hope it's the cat now. Come on, make him the cat now. I wanna see him. I wanna see him being the cat now. Come on, please be the cat. He's like, oh, you're the cat. They're gonna bear out. Come on. He's the perfect guy to sneak into your room and be like a cute cat or something. Yes! Ah! I called it. I knew it. Meow! I knew it. Meow! Oh my god! Nico-chan! I knew it. He's gonna be the cat. I knew it. That cat. I knew it, yeah. And of course the cat's gonna be in her lap now. Oh, I knew it. Oh, that's good. I freaking knew it. Of course it's gonna be the cat. It just made sense, right? He's the perfect guy to sneak into a girl's room and be like, oh, I'm just a cute cat. Come on. It's perfect. It's like Ryoga. Yeah, it's the Ryoga play. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, of course it is. Man, that guy got a lot of accident account as a pig, yeah. Butta strategy. What a pig, basically. I heard your inner voice. Well, yeah. Pretty easy to determine, though, without having mind read powers. Pretty easy to determine. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you told me kind of glimpse about the sad backstory, so I want to know more. Like, it's pretty clear. Like, she's like, I'm using my mind reading skills to be able to tell the most obvious thing ever, that you are clearly interested in my sad backstory. But yeah, it's like, of course. Yeah, she's very into helping her. Meow! Definitely, meow! See, the kitty wants to know it too! I'm sure he doesn't want to know it, yeah. Yeah, good. The kitty also wants to know the truth. It's like, yeah, I'm sure that stupid cat also wants to know everything. Man, this is the best strategy ever. He's pretending to be a cat to get into the sad backstory. Oh, she's a gamer? Ah, of course she was a strategic gamer. Of course she liked chess and Go. Yeah, of course she did. Even though those games are like chess is so much easier than playing a good esport game. Whatever. I digress. I had no friends. Of course, she had no friends. Yeah. Exactly, because she would crush everyone. Yeah, she was too good at chess. Yes, Mahjong big league. That's a good game. Yeah, of course. Yeah, typical game backstory, typical little girl storyline. I had no friends when I was too good. Well, at least that's a bit of character. She's like, I was like strategy gamer and I crushed everyone. Okay, looks more like someone broke in, but yeah, that looked more like someone broke into a room because it was like it's one thing to have stuff on the ground, but why would it just be like, you know, this? It looks like gold pieces, but like just lying everywhere. Hard to play the game with that. Here we go. Sad parent. Goddamn Nana, the cute girl playing Go with herself. Ooh, she even left. Okay, but maybe it really was her fault because she left. Yeah, where was she going? Yeah, like where did she leave? Where did the girl go? Okay. Ah, she wanted that manga, of course. Here we go. It was her love for manga that made her parents die. So the cop lady was right, it was Nana's fault. Well, I guess they entered while she was out running then, and I guess the person entered the bedroom, killed her parents while she was out running, buying manga. Her love for manga. This is the saddest backstory ever. Yeah, but how would you, it depends on how the window works, but I mean it would be hard to. Why would they not kill her though, if they entered in her bedroom? Seems kind of strange though. They could be lying to her, of course. Seems kind of strange, like they would just ignore her then. But her room was like a Home Alone trap though. So how did the burglar actually enter her room and didn't die on her whole game? Yeah. How did the burglar actually Home Alone over that? It seems strange that the burglar wouldn't attack her though. Like it seems to be maybe all. And it's like she's lying still in like a bathroom because like her body is like submerged. And it's like so much water coming out. More than, is it probably blood? It does look strange because the body is like under, but it might just be like a visual thing to not be making it too, I guess. I don't know, but like the body seems so submerged in the actual, you know, in the bed there. I'm sure that's supposed to be the bed or like a bathtub because the body was like, you know, you see the hand kind of stick up it, but like it was under the bed. But it might just be like a sensor thing, I suppose. So it's a little, but like it's coming up so much red stuff or so much water, right? But yeah, of course, Michiru. But that still though, someone killed her parents when she was just. Now it might be the cat though. This might be the cat. A very nice guy enters. But is this? I mean, now I wonder: is this Michiru or is this the copy? Yeah, it's like, is this a copy? She might be killed now, right? The actual Michiru might be dead, right? I feel like she might get killed by someone else. Maybe he killed her. His room. Who would be? I don't see Ice Guy. I don't see Ice Guy. Ice Guy dead? I mean, someone's likely dead, right? And I don't see Mr. Ice. Mr. Freeze is in here. I mean, probably. It's like Nana's room again. Yeah, this is Nana, a Nana scene. Well, someone is killed at least. definitely. With like the window, like killed by the window. This is like a Nana thing, using the window to kill people. But she probably didn't kill this person then. No, I think she actually is innocent for this murder. Could have been a copycat, of course, but why would he do it? To frame her, but like, why would he do that? I think it's probably more like he said. The people are now like, oh, people are killing people. The thing is that it can be many factors why. I think she's innocent for this murder, and I don't think someone necessarily is framing her. Not necessarily. It could just be someone like, I hate this guy, right? If I kill him now, and it's a serial killer on the loose, if I kill my rival or whatever, right? My love or rival or something like that, because I want this girl, whatever. Right? If I kill this person, then people think it's a serial killer, right? Yeah. You see it actually all the time in real life, right? It's quite common in real life. Common in the sense that people are getting, not very often that people get killed, but you see it somewhat actually pretty commonly in real life. So, for example, you have a serial killer, right? And they are killing people, bam, 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 right? And then someone else is like, well, if the serial killer is killing everyone in this way, what if I then, kill my enemy in a similar pattern that the serial killer is doing? Then I can blame the serial killer, right? And by thereby, I can actually get rid of my enemy. Some kind of maybe a competitor in a market, right? Or someone you work with, you want the promotion. It could be anything, right? So it actually is, common in the sense that murder is very uncommon. Right? Murder is very, very uncommon. But when you do have serial killers, it is very common. If it's a famous serial killer, you have copycats. This generally, does the same video, right? Inspired by them, and then also, of course, people that might kill one or more people and pretending to be the serial killer to try to get rid of the evidence. It wasn't me; it was the serial killer. Yeah. So I could definitely see someone being like, "What if I kill this person, right?" And then I blame, whoever it is, without, of course, knowing that it's Nana. So doesn't necessarily means that it is Nana. How say it? Doesn't necessarily means that the person is trying to frame Nana. I think that's an important, probably, point to make. I want to go back to cute Nana, purely to cute Nana. No, but I this murder we saw in the end here, I don't think that person at all has to be concerned with Nana, right? It can be completely different. They can have completely, zero information that Nana is the murderer, and they just want to murder another person. Kind of like he said, right? Like Senpai's like, you should probably watch out, girl, because when a lot of people are dying, people start going crazy, right? Or like, some psychopath might take the advantage, right, of what's happening and kill some of the enemies. I think that's probably much more what it is. Like he implied earlier that they're probably going to be someone that will kill someone else because they hate this person, right? I think that's much more probably likely than actually them caring about little Nana. But anyway, Nana loving these board games. I think it's a good detail. That's a good part of the backstory. She's obsessed with playing like different strategy games like Go and chess and so on, right? Of course, that making her, a strategic, a gamer girl with good strategies, right? So that makes sense. That's a good part of the backstory, definitely. Building her up as this kind of like, tactical character, right? Of course, most of her actions lately has been completely not tactical, like, I will go for the crazy zombie melting hand strategy that has like 1% chance to succeed. That's not the best Go strategy. Or running away from the guy with 10 powers. That was really strange, and I'm happy he burned it down, right? I really was, because I think the scene was really stupid, right? It was good that he burned it down. That was really good. He actually was like, what are you trying to do? But her action was, again, that I don't like with Nana, right? And her characterization, because she started out as having really good plans, and then she suddenly is like, oh, I can maybe outrun and run back to the dorm. Like, how was she planning it out? She knows the guy has like all the powers. At least she has every power that's alive. How was she planning to escape him, right? Her strategy should be to convince him, because he's trying to have some kind of, collaboration with her, right? So her strategy should have been like, I can try to collaborate with him, I can lie to him, I can charm him, some kind of, some kind of deal, right? That would be a much better strategy than trying to physically outrun him, like he'd shoot you immediately, as he did, which was good that he didn't just run away. but it didn't make any sense. She's so reckless. Yeah, I hate that with her character because she started out as like a pragmatic, again, then a strategic, rational Go player, right? And now she's like, all in. Yeah, now she's more like a poker player. It's like all in, all in, all in. It's just like gambling, just like, yeah. And now she's that kind of character, and that's not the character she's portrayed to be every second episode, right? Or here, then she's playing these games. It's not portrayed to be like that. So it's kind of weird. You can actually play Mahjong alone for that matter. I'm not talking about solitary Mahjong, but you can just... so I played Mahjong like 3 players and 2 and so on. You can play Mahjong with less players. You just have the other player being in the wall. So you just pick from their wall, like at random. You can actually do that. It's not a very fun game, but sometimes I played Mahjong as 3 people and you have the 4. If you can't find a 4th person, right, you play the wall is the 4th person. So that's bearable, of course. I tried with 2 as well, that's never fun. So I'm not saying it's fun, it's not very fun playing Go alone either, but yeah. So now I was a poor little girl, poor as in, I mean, no friendship and so on, of course. Didn't really socialize. It's interesting though how she's, well, not an introvert or extrovert, but she's very lonely. Still she has this amazing personal skills. It's a little bit strange to us. She's a girl with no friends and no social life at all. Still, she's very easy to adapt and trick people. Of course, they're all really stupid, but like argument. In that sense, the backstory is a little off from her skills of manipulation because, yeah, like she never had any social circle, right? So I don't know how they train her in that, but still, otherwise it makes sense. Of course, she beat everyone, ever hated her. That makes perfect sense. She was too good to play the games. No one to play with her, right? That's my everyday life. Yeah, so that makes perfect sense. What doesn't make much sense though in the backstory, I mean, it's true that of course the burglar could have been a talented power, and it kind of started out like that, like, oh no, this guy has powers and killed my family, but then it's like, no, yes, she just didn't close the window and then he climbed in there and killed them, and that seems a little more like, why does she hate people with powers unless the government tricked her and told them that the burglar was a guy with powers, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with powers at all. Like the murder doesn't seem to be related whatsoever to people with talents, right? Not at all. And it is strange, I think, definitely, that she apparently, like, they entered to her bedroom and just ignored her. So the backstory seems very fishy. Not that she's lying, but I mean the government probably lied to her because it seems very fishy that, oh, so someone murdered her parents, but they just ignored her. They just entered, and also why would they, a burglar just murder both the parents, like just murdered them instead of trying to rob them. And ignoring her, the witness. So I would think it's probably a government plan, right? The government's probably, I don't know, they kill young girls' parents, blame her, use the cop to blame her, and then she gets all sad, and then they force her into, of course, this system of training this girl to be an assassin. It's probably the government probably killed her parents. I think that is a lot more likely, because it seems really strange how she's like, oh, they entered through my bedroom, they ignored me for some reason, and then they killed my parents, didn't steal anything, just killed my parents, and then they ignored me again, just kind of left me alone, and then I woke up, and then the government blamed me for my parents' death. Yeah, it seems very much like the government did it, right? The government probably did it. It seems incredibly pointing to that there's something weird in her backstory in that sense. Not saying she's lying, not saying that, I don't think Nana's lying, I think Nana is being manipulated by the government, right? So she probably thinks it's true, but it probably is very unlikely that what she's saying is true, I think. But she doesn't know it, of course. But yeah, that's interesting. Again, though, there's no power at all in her backstory, so I don't know how she hated the powers so much. Cute little Nana-chan. Cat's team was great. I think I knew it. I was like, he's gonna turn into a cat. It's a cat. I was like, it's gonna be a cat. Knew it. And Michiru, of course, is tired because she's been licking Nana's back all night. So there's some dushini there to be made. Yeah, there's some dushini to be made here. She's like, oh, Nana-chan, I'm gonna lick you for 3 hours. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be. And that poor girl is probably gonna die because she's gonna use up her own life force, right? She's probably gonna die just by being. Nana is gonna kill Michiru by just, being healed by her too many times. Probably it's gonna defeat her by her being too nice. It's like that's gonna be a sad defeat. Yeah, that's very likely it's gonna happen. And yeah, who killed the last guy? I think it's gonna be a random other character, right? Unlikely it's Koya then. It's gonna be someone else. Fire guys angry, someone else at school, right? They're taking the chance, the opportunity to kill someone. Very much so. Unless there is not a killer, right? Unless the government has more than one killer and they're like, yeah, it's time to just kill them all. Time to collect heads, right? Potentially. Something like that. But it also feels weird that we see all of them being at this, yet another funeral. And like it's like several dead people at the funeral, like it's several dead bodies. And people aren't panicking. People are just like, oh, that's pretty sad. I would be like, who's after me? I would be like paranoid, man. I'd be like, oh my god. It's clearly like a serial killer. At least one serial killer. What's happening around me? Yeah, I would be like, holy shit. Half my class is getting killed by now, like in a week. I would be like, oh my god. I need to like bunker in and use whatever power I have to defend myself, Yeah, like who can I trust? People would be way more paranoid in real life. It would be like, holy shit. They would be so much more afraid, right? If it was the case, right? But anyway, that's Nana, guys. On a course, and soon we have Attack on Titan, new character, right? Finally coming back. We're gonna have this huge pivot of a lifetime. I think people are gonna hate it. I think it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing so many people hype this anime up, and then they're gonna see what's actually gonna happen. And they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is with pivots too! Oh my god!" And then they're all gonna be like defending it, even though they all hate it. I'm just looking forward to see the bandwagon. They're gonna. I think half of people watching today are gonna. I'm sure are gonna hate what's gonna happen in the episode. They're gonna hate it, but they will refuse to admit it. They will be like, "This is the worst thing ever." But they'll be like, "No, this is amazing, people. I really wanted to see this character instead of the other characters. This is great." And it's like, and remember that in the manga then it was like a year at least before we got back to the. In the manga it's like 12 chapter of this. Oh my god, of that storyline. Like it's like a year. This manga is only one chapter per month, right? It was like a year of that storyline. It was like that arc is like the arc is super long in the manga, and I think they're gonna probably cut it away half of it at least. They're probably gonna incredibly slim it down thing in the anime. The arc was so pointless and it's so long too. They're probably gonna cut it out. But I hope they don't. I hope they fill it out, extend it. Oh my god, it'd be awesome. So anyway, see you guys take Titan in a few hours. I'm very excited. I didn't cosplay with Aaron and everything. I'm very excited to see Attack on Titan and see what happens in the anime. But maybe it's gonna be amazing. Because if they actually, pace it out and actually remove all the bad stuff there. I'm not spoiling it, but it's like very long arc in the manga. But they could cut it down to like one episode, honestly, because it's pointless. If you cut it down, it might be much better than it was in the manga. Like, why are they spending time on this thing? I'm talking about next live reaction, but like, why are they spending time on this thing for like 3 months in the manga? It doesn't make any sense. That might be like, they might be slimmed down to an amazing pacing instead. Because I think that the anime is better than the manga. In the anime, they changed some stuff in the order right, and they have removed some other stuff that hasn't been made in the manga. So the anime has been better all the way through so far, honestly, than in the manga. It's the order of Eren showing power and so on. It's been so much better. So anyway, see you guys soon with Attack on Titan. I'm very excited to see people's reactions. I'm excited to see also the new opening and ending and so on. So see you guys and have a great day.